Watch live on your television. Go to the YouTube app on your phone, search Weather Pulse Now, and then click the casting button on the top right. Watch live on your television. Go to the YouTube app on your phone, search Weather Pulse Now, and then click the casting button on the top right.
Okay, want to give you an update here on the storms moving through. We do not have any warnings at the moment, but we do have storms that continue, and bear with me, I'm going to move that. There we go. It's a long evening. Actually, I'll move this water too so we can get everything out of your way there. There we go. We've got storms that are strong, actually, in the area, and they're close to maybe being severe. You know, maybe 50 mile an hour now, wind potential moving into parts of Switzerland, Carroll, Owen, and Gallatin counties, and we'll get down there here now. Actually, let's do that first, and we'll go in and some of the strongest winds here, and I'll switch over here to the storm relative velocity. Now, you know, 70 mile an hour winds could be a potential with the time of night where we're at. You know, it's going to be hard to get some of these winds down to the surface. But, you know, these are some pretty strong winds coming up on the terminal radar here within the last few minutes. Let me see if I can let me switch you over to Analyzer real quick. And I just want to sample some of these areas. If you are following me and you're in the VV area, let me know what you're seeing, or just north of VV. But we're shooting about 547 feet off the ground, and we're getting 70 mile an hour readings on terminal. Also near Sanders, and then showing near 70 at about 630 feet off the ground near Owenton. This all on terminal radar. So you can see this pocket here, there's a pocket right in here, and then there's a pocket right in here, and even showing maybe some small hail potential with these storms too. So we got to watch these. This is the line now that's moving through. So we want to make sure we're watching the potential here for some damaging winds. Right now, I do not see anything that needs to be warned. It's okay, we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning for 60 mile an hour winds. There you go. So this, they're going to go ahead and warn this. New severe thunderstorm warning. Let's listen in. That's absolutely terrible, so we're not going to listen to that. So the new severe thunderstorm warning coming out here now. This is for Boone County, Kenton County, also for Grant County, Gallatin County, and Owen County. I came on here, I was like, you know what? I know the National Weather Service in Wilmington pretty well here, and figured that they would get a warning out on this, and they did. So 60 mile an hour wind potential, and the strongest part of this storm, and you can see it clearly here on Analyzer, just to the east of Owenton. So the strongest winds is moving towards the north and east here, and you can see kind of how this is showing up on the radar. So we will see this potential here for damaging winds moving towards Dry Ridge, the Sherman area here shortly. So give me just a minute here. I'm going to switch this over in just a minute, but there's been an issue with some of the radar software and I'm just trying to make sure the other radar product. So I'm just getting that update here now. Give me just a minute. You may see. Give me just a minute. You may see a dark screen for just a sec. Okay, should be back there now. So give me just a minute here. We'll have the other radar view up. But you can see the 60-mile-an-hour wind potential now near the Sweet Owen Needmore area along 22. Okay, this is moving off towards the north and east. So Crittenden, Dry Ridge, Verona, Walton, all going to be in the path of this, and we'll get a track on it here in just a minute. But you know, this is a solid return showing up here on the radar, and there's actually two areas, like I said, one near Sanders and then one there near Owenton that does, you know, kind of warrant to kind of watch there for the potential for damaging winds. So I'll switch this back over in just a second. There will be a brief pause to the map here, and then I will be able to maybe not. Okay, so we'll just keep it on here. But you can see near Glencoe here shortly, 60-mile-an-hour winds will be approaching your area as well. So, you know, be prepared for some damaging winds. There could be some small hail with this, okay? So, excuse me. These areas all impacted here. Beaver Lick, Walton, Verona, Crittenden, Sherman, Dry Ridge, Mason, Williamstown, Jonesville, Glencoe, Long Ridge, Owenton, Patriot, Warsaw, all in that area there for the potential for damaging winds. So if you're outside, this is one of those times where you probably just want to, you know, get inside until those storms have passed. It's, you know, it's the holiday, it's Memorial Day weekend. You know, people stay out late and they're doing things, and we just want to make sure that, you know, staying on here tonight just to make sure everybody is weather aware and just keeping an eye to the sky here. We got several of you on here watching, so we're keeping a close eye on these storms here that are moving through. In just a minute here, I'll be able to, hopefully, be able to show you the radar view. It is, there we go. It's not behaving well at all. So, all right, let's switch this back over here, and this will go dark for just a second, and then it will pop up just like that. And then let me zoom back in here, and let's get a track on this, the area for the strongest winds. And, you know, this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of generalize. I'll do two areas, okay? Actually, I'll do the whole entire area. So this is the zone where you will be seeing the potential for 60-mile-an-hour winds, moving off to the north at about 45 mile per hour, all right? So within the next 30 minutes, it's really going to be mainly this area, but moving off to the north about 45 mile per hour. So there's the times on this, and you'll see this moves into Monk by 12:34, Verona by 12:38, Beaver Lick by 12:43, Walton by 12:44, Richwood by 12:48, and then Bank Lick by 12:48 as well. And that area that I continue to watch very carefully near the, and I'm going to hop on the screen here, there could be something trying to go here near Glencoe and Napoleon, so I got to keep a close eye on that area there too. It actually looks like it's just kind of just some bad radar data, but you can let me zoom this back out here, and okay. So you can see this area here. This is where those strongest winds are going to occur. Bank Lick is in the path of this here over the next few minutes. And I got the weather radio antenna in the way too. Let's been a long day. Okay, so another storm and that I'm watching too, that could have some small hail with it, is up here to the north. Let's see if I can show that. Right here near the Forest Park area. So kind of keep an eye out on that storm here over the next few minutes. So nothing severe, but it is producing some lightning strikes with it, okay? And then you're still seeing, you're starting to get a little more lightning here on this storm near, moving into the Dry Ridge area, okay? So 60-mile-an-hour winds, good bet here. Maybe 40, 50-mile-an-hour winds in here with this line that's making its way. This is moving northeast and this is moving due north. So this is all kind of interacting with each other here. So it's kind of making for kind of an interesting scenario here. So what we'll do is we'll go over to Analyzer and just look at some of these storms here. You can see there's showers, downpours that have developed here east of Morristown, a lot in parts of Clinton County and Warren County, one there into parts of Highland County. And then you see the storms here that go from Forest Park up through Hamilton and Oxford. These storms are not severe, but they are a little noisy. And then you'll see just some good old-fashioned rain, some lightning associated with it from Madison, Scottsburg, up through North Vernon, Versailles, Westport, all seeing some good old-fashioned rain here. And then we've got this one storm that is in Gallatin and Owen County. So if you're west of this, so VV, Carrollton, Madison, you're in the clear now for any severe threat. It's Patriot, Glencoe, through Owenton, and then points east. That's where we're seeing that potential for severe weather. Ripley County's in the clear. Independence, this storm is moving in your direction. We'll see if it holds together. So we're watching these storms carefully here this evening. All right, so let's see here. Let's go back to the velocity view. Let's look at these, see what we got. Let me switch this over here, storm relative. There we go. This area here is kind of peaked back up again near the Napoleon area. Okay, so this is moving towards Verona and Monk. So watching that zone carefully. You're shooting up, actually what I'm gonna do is go back to terminal. So you're shooting up at about 244 feet. So it could be close to, 54-mile-an-hour winds, 50-mile-an-hour winds there, and then 57 at about 36,000 just west of the Williamstown area. Let's look at those here. Let me take you to the terminal radar view on Analyzer, and you can see right here, this is a pocket of wind right in here, moving off to the north. Dry Ridge and Sherman, you're probably going to get some of that wind here shortly. And then here's the other area of wind I'm watching along I-71 in Gallatin County, right in here. These are winds that are probably sub-severe, okay? Sub-severe for those, but still could be producing some damaging winds. So, and from what it's looking like here, these storms that are moving through, they've had a history of producing wind damage, especially out towards Louisville, Olam County area. So we got to keep a close eye on these storms as they're moving through here, because they could tap into some of that wind energy and still produce some damaging winds. Good news, I will update here shortly the tornado watch information here, and actually I can do that now while we're on here. So here is There we go. Let me switch this over. So here is the latest on the tornado watch in Jefferson County. Good news, and it just shows at the bottom of the screen you've been cleared out. Ripley County, I would go ahead and clear you out. Jefferson County is going to be clear. Trimble County is clear. So keep an eye to the bottom of your screen. That information updates in real time. I've had some trouble with the radar updating here this evening with the watches and warnings. Update just went through there. Hopefully that kind of fixes some of that. But you can see a little bit of a bowing feature here, right here. So we could see a puff of some strong winds on this part of the line here over the next few. And you can kind of see that there, okay, on terminal radar. Kind of more of the stronger winds in that area now. When we switch this back over to Analyzer, near Patriot, let me just put a loop on here just to watch what's happening. So yeah, you can see those stronger winds making their way to the north and east here. So I'll tell you, if you're in Walton, Richwood, Union, Beaver Lick, Verona, get ready for some 50 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts. And the same thing goes here towards the, let's say, the Dry Ridge, Williamstown, Sherman area. Some strong winds approaching you as well. So expect some damaging wind potential. You know, there's a lot of trees. Yeah, the grounds have been saturated. We had some strong winds earlier. So, you know, this puff of wind that's coming through here, and you can see it clearly on radar right in here, that, you know, we're going to be seeing some of those gusty winds. They could briefly become severe as they're moving through. I'm not seeing, you know, a ton of reports coming in here from you guys, which is good. You know, normally if we're seeing widespread damaging winds, we would be getting a lot of reports here. We're not really seeing anything. So if you are west of this polygon, you're in the clear now, okay? Your severe weather threat's over. You don't have to worry about anything the rest of the night. But if you're, let's say, east of this, so if you're on the Indiana-Kentucky border and points east, you still got a severe threat here for just I'd say maybe another hour at most. And then, you know, likely they'll drop that tornado watch, because I don't see anything else on this line that would, you know, really warrant to, you know, be of a concern here. You know, the Weather Service in Louisville going with special weather statements, it looks like, for the remainder of this. And really overall, the bigger shift of severe is going to go down further south for the rest of the night towards Arkansas, western Tennessee into Tennessee, and then into Kentucky as well here. So this is just, for the most part, just a big old puff of wind coming through, and we'll be able to wrap this up here. So as this is getting closer to the radar site, I'm not seeing as strong winds, so they're not being materialized down to the surface, which I kind of figured. You know, we're seeing 47, 45, 50. So, you know, maybe some 50 mile an hour wind gusts coming out of here, you know, just east of Patriot, approaching Verona, okay? So now Patriot, Warsaw, you're in the clear, all right? So now you're just looking at Florence, Union, Walton, Verona, Independence, and Points East, Crittenden in that too. Here's that surge of stronger winds right here near Williamstown, okay? And that's moving off towards the north as well. So just kind of a loop here so you can kind of see how this is unfolding. When you're shooting 400 feet up into the air, you know, you are getting 60, 70 mile an hour winds, but then you notice the intensity as it gets close to that little dot right there. That little dot is the terminal radar. That's near Independence. Well, that's on your way to Independence, but as it's getting closer to that radar site, your beam is closer to the ground, so those 60 and 70 mile an hour winds where this warning was issued for, you know, they're not really materializing down to the ground. You know, when I analyze some of this data that's coming in, And now, you know, we're getting really close to the radar site. You're 129 feet off the ground. You're seeing 50, 53, and these are just a couple pixels. Here's another one for 53. And then down here towards Dry Ridge, mainly 40s, 30s and 40s. So the strongest winds now right in here, okay, approaching Verona and Beaver Lick, all right? So really the strongest winds are right here on 42. That's where you could get a maybe 45, 50 mile an hour wind gust right in there, okay? And then let me just show you the normal radar view so you can see, and I'll just put it on a loop for you. You can see this is all kind of creeping to the north, northeast, all right? So some thunder and lightning is going to be associated with it, not a lot, and I can show you that. Switch over here to the other radar product. 24 lightning strikes within the past 25 minutes. So don't be surprised, here's some thunder and lightning. Zoom that out a little bit wider for you. So this whole area here, 77 lightning strikes, that includes anything that's out here too. But overall, not the worst storm we've seen around here, okay? So other storms, like I said, up here to the north, and we can just take a quick tour on these. This radar kind of ends right here, so I don't want to switch. So a storm near Hillsborough, there could be stuff further east, but I'm not going to pull that up right now. Actually, you know what, I can. And then not take that other radar off. There you go. So some storms here, storms up here towards Wilmington right now. Now I'll just move this a little further east, and you'll see some storms here from Forest Park up through Hamilton. None of this severe. And then, like I said, the one storm that they do have a warning for, and I'm going to just take that off so you can see now. And then some rain in towards the Madison and Versailles areas. All right. It is 12:33. Just really babysitting this radar, just watching what's coming through here. And got another pixel here of, let me just look. Maybe near 60 mile an hour winds. So, you know, in here, 48 knots, that's one pixel that I found. Let's see what that looks like. 46 mile an hour winds. It's mainly 40s in here as it's approaching terminal radar, all right? So thunder and lightning, gusts up to 40 down through here. That'll be the show. And then you'll see let me just kind of put this on a wide view here for you. Switch this over. Zoom this out. Just show you what's ahead. So you can see here on the radar view, storms now along I-75. Sorry about that. Let me fix that again. There we go. Storms race through the Louisville area, move back up to the north and east. You know, this has been, you know, a very, not the best, you know, threat for severe coming through here, but there could be, like I said, a couple warnings to kind of keep an eye on. That's what I'm doing right now. Back edge of this is just some light rain, some rumbles of thunder overnight, good night to sleep, you know. And then tomorrow we'll see some scattered storms. Those will not be severe, but they'll be something to watch. It does look like they're near Service Road along 14 and Vest Lane. Let me see how high we're pulling up there. It's a spot I'm watching carefully. That is 53 mile an hour winds right there near the Waffle House and Kroger in Walton. We're about 41 feet off the ground there. I'll switch that over. Show you. Right here. So here's the Waffle House. Here's Kroger. St. Elizabeth's right here. The DeVita right here in this area. this is where you could be seeing the potential for 53, 55 mile-an-hour winds, okay? So that just showed up there within just the past few minutes here on the terminal radar. So we'll just zoom in on the other radar for that, just to look at it a little bit better. And you'll see right in here, and actually that has now moved a little bit further off to the east, past 16. So right here, this is a little bit of a surge of some gusty winds. This is right here. This is near the Walton area. You know, you got the Kroger and all that right in here. So some gusty winds. So let me know. I think somebody said that they were in Walton. So if you're in the Walton area, I don't know why. Let me pull this up here. If you're watching me right now, if you're in the Walton area, let me know what kind of wind. Hannah, Walton, Richwood area. So you'd be a little bit further to the north. So anybody else is watching that lives there in Walton, let me know, because it looks like there was a brief period there for some strong winds. And now you can see as the radar's updated here, those strong winds have kind of moved out. Still 30, 45 mile-an-hour winds from Walton up through Richwood here momentarily. So just be on the lookout for that. It does look like that stronger area of wind would be there in downtown Walton area near High Street. Let's say that's going to be moving more to the south side of the terminal radar, so around Highway 2043, Green Road. You'll be seeing some of those stronger winds, it looks like, here momentarily. Michelle saying it's pretty gusty in Walton, so watching that right in here. That's where those stronger winds up to 50. I don't think they're severe unless you guys tell me otherwise. Not looking severe to me at the moment, but that is the area right in here where we're seeing the strongest winds from this. So here momentarily, this warning will be allowed to expire. But right in here is where you're seeing some of the strongest winds occur. So you're just getting live scan data coming through here. So you can see some of these. Near Powell Lane, that's kind of where I'm looking at there for the strongest winds. So anyway, needless to say, I think this severe thunderstorm warning will be allowed to expire at the time. They got it at 1 a.m. You know, you could probably let it go here momentarily. But you know, more storms are going to be, you know, moving through here over the next little bit. So I tell you what, let me go to Analyzer real quick and just kind of show you here what that looks like. Here's kind of a loop, and yeah, just the updated radar from what I'm looking at here really shows that is definitely weakened here. So not going to say you're going to hear a lot of thunder and lightning. So and you know, we'll get that. All right, so let's go back to the radar view. All right, so we've got storms that are moving through. They're going to be loud. They could get some gusts of wind here. You know, I can't rule out maybe a little bit of hail, but probably not a big deal here, okay? So you've got storms from Walton down through Owenton. Not, you know, in my opinion, they're not severe, but they are warned at the moment. I did have this storm that kind of got going here within the past few minutes from Alexandria near Cold Spring, goes all the way down to Moscow. West of Moscow, not severe, but it is, you know, a decent little storm there that's kind of fired. Then you're watching this area of storms from, let's say, south of Independence, east of Richwood near Walton, and then you've got some downpours up near towards the Union area, and then more storms further south, Dry Ridge, Williamstown, Jericho area, seeing some of those storms All right, then back up to the north, here we go. These are not severe, okay? So north of Reading, and then towards Mason, Monroe, Middletown, you're seeing some of those storms. Further east, some scattering, very isolated storms. Leesburg, north of Lees Creek, west of Washington Courthouse. Those are, you know, kind of out of the area there. And then, you know, just some old-fashioned rain coming down. Not like we need it, but Connorsville, Liberty, Alpine, and then down further to the south here from, okay. I got different radars here, and sometimes I got to kind of, you know, adjust. Old Milan, Napoleon, Greensburg, Milford, Batesville, all seeing some light to maybe at times moderate rain. So Madison Pike there near Taylor Mill Road, it's looking like there could be maybe some 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It does look like they did go with this. The warning's going to go out here shortly. 45-mile-an-hour winds is going to be the statement here coming from the National Weather Service. So as soon as I get done with this radar tour, I'm hopping off. That's going to be it for the night. So if any other warnings do come out, they'll just post automatically. If there's a tornado warning or anything, I'll watch it, and you know, I'll have some updates on here. But I think for the most part, this will be it. So other showers, downpour, you know, just good old-fashioned soaking rain. Warsaw, East Enterprise, VV, Canaan, Rexville, Dewberry, and then showers down through Hanover, Madison, Manville, Lancaster, also through Scottsburg, Underwood, Crothersville, and then further north towards North Vernon, Lovett, Westport, up through Greensburg, all just seeing some good old-fashioned rain that's moving through. So, you know, some gusty storms here over the next little bit for you folks along I-75 and points east. The severe weather threat shuts down once you go I-75 and points to the west quickly. So if you're just seeing some good old-fashioned rain, your threat for severe weather is way over. But you notice here within the last few minutes, these storms have really bubbled up here into northern Kentucky as this line's moving off towards the north and east here. So, you know, just keep my eye on it. But anything that would be severe now would now be, you know, near and northeast of Cincinnati through the remainder of the night, and maybe towards Maysville. Those are the only areas now that will have any potential for severe weather here through the remainder of the night. If you follow me and you appreciate the updates, you can search me on Vimeo, Chris Phillips WX. I can also throw my link in here. I think I've got it. There it is. Just threw it in there for you guys. Bobby's also saying that the rain there near Grants Lick, Dry Ridge has a lot of wind, Hannah's saying. So just kind of checking some of these. Perry, Farmersville, Ohio, just had 2 short bouts of hail. Thanks for that. That's, you know, north along that little warm front there. Sometimes along that warm front you can get some elevated instability and have a little bit of hail. Caleb, yep, thank you. Michelle, Aurora is out. Areas are pretty well starting to get in the clear now. We're just northeastern parts of the area, far northeast parts of the area now out of that severe threat. Cash App. Yeah, I think so. No, never mind. No, just Venmo. All right. So watch at the bottom of the screen. Like I said, Jefferson, Trimble, Henry, Scott, Jennings, Decatur, all out of that tornado watch. All of southeastern Indiana is out of the clear, or in the clear now. Pretty much if you're along and west of I-75, you're in the clear of the severe weather threat potential here tonight. And we're just focusing here now on just some of the potential here for some strong winds moving through. And I hate to say this, but near Ryle Heights, your potential for some strong winds could be occurring here. I just want to look at this real quick before I hop off. Yeah, 80 feet off the ground there. Got 58 mile an hour winds, so might be materializing. Just so if anybody is in the Ryle Heights area, Latonia Lakes, you could be seeing some winds up to maybe 50, 55 mile an hour, so that's something to kind of watch. I'll keep my eye out here, but I don't think it's enough for me to just stay on and just kind of keep an eye on, you know, every little pixel that kind of runs through here. I can do that off the screen. But here's the line of storms moving through. They're currently, you know, this warning here is getting ready to expire at 1 o'clock. They've already issued special weather statements out ahead of it. It's just kind of just sit here and kind of watch the radar a little bit longer, and then we'll end up getting out of this threat here for the remainder of the evening. So, and you can see right now there are some storms that that are further off to the south that do have some tornado possible tags near Richmond, Kentucky. That severe thunderstorm warning goes till 1:30. And then if you know anybody that's down there in the Lake Cumberland area, 60 mile an hour winds, tornadoes are possible with that storm. Those storms will be rolling through between now and about 2:30 in the morning. So that'll be a stormy evening down that way too. So I've tried to do a good job of you know, covering areas where people, and you can see a lot of flooding going on, especially in western Kentucky. And then if you've got people that are down here in the, you know, all the lakes around that area, you know, more severe weather will be moving through there the overnight tonight, and some of those storms could pack a punch. So just let your friends know that or family that are down there, just to keep an eye on the radar, as those storms could be severe at times. So, all right, that's it for now. Once again, my Venmo is Chris Phillips WX, and I threw that in there, and I really appreciate all y'all following here this evening and overnight tonight and all day. Gonna go try to enjoy a little bit of the Memorial Day weekend here. So, all right, have a good one.
Watch live on your television. Go to the YouTube app on your phone, search Weather Pulse Now, and then click the casting button on the top right. Live on your television. Go to the YouTube app on your phone, search Weather Pulse Now, and then click the casting button on the top right.